Hello guys, how's it going? Today we're back in our world, and I'm really excited to get going on this episode today, actually. I don't know why, it's just one of those days where everything seems to be going quite well, and well, after the last episode, pretty much anything is an improvement. So I want to quickly show you what I've done in between this episode and the last episode. I've actually done a bit more than what we're going to show you now. I'll show you a bit more later on in the episode. But what we've got going on here is I've done these side ones over here, these side windows. I've also done a bit of the back here, just little bits and pieces like that. But overall, not too much, just enough to get the bottom area outside looking pretty damn good, I think. And it appears that you guys think so as well, because I just want to say thank you to you for liking my last video. For some reason, I don't know why, it was just crazy. Last video got a lot of likes in comparison to any other video, and I'm not too sure why, which is really awesome, but I'm unaware of why it was. So thank you so much for doing that. That's really awesome, and it's really cool, despite the fact that I'm not very involved with asking people for likes and stuff like that. They're cool to have, and overall I do appreciate it a lot when the videos are liked. Another weird thing was that the last video actually went over 1,000 views very quickly in comparison to my other videos, which eventually pretty much every video almost nowadays that we're releasing gets over 1,000 views. In fact, we don't want to be on that level. But now this last one was within a few hours, which is really cool. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for enjoying and also liking and stuff like that. It really means a lot to me, and it's really cool to see. So what I will quickly discuss with you guys of what I'm going to be doing in this house, because we may as well get started on our episode today, keep going with what we're doing. And what I am doing here is I'm just busy putting in this extra, well, the second floor here. And my idea is on the second story that we're going to be using birch planks for the floor, because the bottom area here seems pretty dull. You know what I mean? It's going to be pretty dull. We've also got things like that, which I'm going to have to work out to see how we're going to get working on the inside. But I thought that would be kind of cool, because I'm also planning on using a bit of dark oak on the floor here, because after the other stuff I've done in between the past two episodes, we've got a lot of dark oak wood. Let me tell you that, like a ridiculous amount of dark oak wood. So let's get that there. But one other thing which I've also been doing a lot, because I've been doing a bit of experimentation, I guess you can call it, on my videos. And recently I've been adding a bit more redstone stuff, because obviously well, if you guys didn't know, I love redstone. It's something that I don't do very often, but I do enjoy quite a lot. And I decided it would be kind of cool to just give it a go and see how we can incorporate it in videos. Because before, I used to struggle a lot with getting redstone in a video, probably because I'm not exceptionally good at redstone. I know my way around a lot of stuff. But not only that, I do enjoy building, and I find that a bit easier for me to make a video on, if that makes sense. It's a bit of a strange thing. I know it sounds kind of weird, someone battling to make a video on redstone or something, but it's just overall, I think I've worked out how we can do it, and I think I'm enjoying doing a bit more redstone stuff. So if you guys do enjoy just a few bits and pieces here and there, let me know, because I do enjoy getting some stuff going in our world and doing little projects and stuff like that. I mean, obviously the mob farm, which we did quite recently, was a very big farm, and I don't think we're going to do many of those sorts of projects in 2 episodes, whatever it was that I did it. But if we would do those, we would probably do them within a longer period of time, doing bits and pieces, because I think that's the trick that I've at least I think. As to what we can do to make these episodes, well, redstone episodes, a bit easier to record, is to record them over a few episodes and really not make it, because I can see how it could get really boring and really annoying to just keep doing redstone stuff, and in fact I kind of get a bit tired of it as well. So breaking it up really does make it a lot easier. And not only that, also with a lot of bigger projects, which you'll see, which we've actually been doing quite a bit of larger scale projects, actually, in saying that, in all fairness. But you'll see what I mean, where I'm doing a few more larger projects just across a few episodes, and then we still have our main episode here. Now, this roof, by the way, feels a bit short, but that's alright. So what I want to do now is I want to get in this bottom floor over here, and we've pretty much got the whole place laid out. Actually, I also changed these over from the outside, so I'll quickly show you this. I feel like, have I got step assist on? No. Okay, never mind. It just felt like I had step assist. I must have just been tapping the spacebar. So I've changed the back block in there, because remember how we had the stone, we had like cracked stone brick or something at the back there? But I thought, when I saw it, I was like, how am I going to get this to work inside here? How will I get that to fit in with this over here? And I think doing something like this, which is a lot prettier, I think will work quite a bit better. Now, I could also, on here, which I was thinking, because, well, let me just have a show of this over here. So this is a very plain wall, a bit of stone brick, a bit of stone, maybe along those outer edges we can have a bit of stuff for the outside, but overall inside I want it to look fairly nice. And I think, whoa, what am I doing? My my keyboard was 1 centimeter lower, and I kind of mixed up my fingers. But yeah, what we want is this to look good from the inside. And I think things like this look a little bit too rough, and I think they do work for walls, but not on the inside here. So we might change this area up here to look a little bit more, maybe more like this, or this, even better. I can deal with a bit of cracked. I think we might stick away from the andesite on them, and we can still put them on the outside, but we'll have to just put them where these pillars would be, which shouldn't be too difficult, but that does limit us to how much texture we can add to this wall. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So we could really add them in over there, there, well, below that, and over here, the same thing, actually. We won't be able to add it in there, we'll only be able to add it in on those, which is a pity, but you know what, that's the whole thing. It's a struggle that we have with building, and it's something that I think is worth our while trying to figure out of how we're going to do it, because we're going to encounter this quite a bit. Now what I want to do is I want to get some stuff together. I'll maybe put in a staircase, and we can get going on the top of that roof over there. Alright, so we're back here, and you can see I've done a bit of stuff on the top of the roofs. I don't know if it's too noticeable, but it's something that does make it's a little thing that makes a big difference. Those over there, and that over there. Aside from that, I want to quickly show you before we get onto these windows that I've got cut out, which I know are quite noticeable. We have also got these walls in here all sorted out, so I've just been doing a bit of planning around the area, and I think it is working. Now tell me what you think about this, whether or not we're doing it in the right way. I'm kind of trying out doing this in a way, because we never really build houses this big, to plan out the walls and stuff as I go before, when normally I kind of just work it out once I've built. So this is what I've got planned. We've got a window up here, and I've also put in that piece there. And what I've done is I've gone around to each one and I've knocked out the 2 middle pieces like that. So you see this would be a good height for a window. We can look out. We kind of have this little piece here, but it's the right height if you were standing here. But when we go outside, it looks a little bit silly because it's a tiny little thing like that. Then I had the idea of maybe we can make a window in here, like a big one. So then, let's quickly get up there. I decided maybe we can try this out, and I think this will work. But the problem will be that this will look very, very awkward, I expect. Not as awkward as I expected, actually. But I had a plan of maybe doing something like this. Now we're out of ender pearls. And I'm getting suffocated. Alright. So, let me... I can see why I can't get out of here. There we go. And that'll be alright. Good. Alright, so what I was thinking is maybe we could do something along these lines here, which we might not even have to. But I think these could look kind of interesting. I've never tried them before. So if we do like a little thing like that, and just putting in maybe one of these. No. These. Here. There. And there. Now the reason we can't put in the stairs on the inside block is obviously because what are those things called? Glass panes won't connect to them. Yeah, that's not actually too bad. Let's just step back here. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I am not sold on that idea. I don't like it. But it's something that I have tried, and I can tell you now, we probably will... Whoa! I love it when that happens. I don't know what I do to get that to happen every now and then, but sometimes... That must be spider underground. Sometimes my elytra just engages and like knocks you forward like that. It's really, really cool. I just want to know what it is and then see if we can replicate it. So let me go back here. Perhaps if we just go around and decorate the window slightly. I don't think this will help. No, this will definitely not be a way. Oh man. Let's create, you know what, I'm gonna get some ender pearls. And I don't think I've shown you guys all the ender pearls that I've got recently. I thought The spider's following me, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna have to find that. Maybe it's in the roof there. Alright, so ender pearls there. Look at that. We've got heaps of them. We're probably not gonna run out for a while now. Get those on our hotbar again. I expect the spider to be in this roof here. Let's ender pearl up. Oh man, that noise is getting really annoying. Or maybe. Okay, fair enough. So they can spawn under here. I'm gonna have to quickly light this area up as well then, I guess. So the plan is, I'm probably now gonna just go ahead and show you guys what I've done in between the last episode. This is a long-term project, obviously, but I don't think it's gonna take us that long in comparison to what you would expect. Because what we are doing is, you'll remember at the end of last episode, we mentioned, whoa, I didn't realize it was that far off in color. Yeah, at the end of last episode, I mentioned that I wanted to get that mountain built. And what I've decided to do is I've decided to give it a go, try my hand at terraforming stuff, and it's actually, to be honest, quite a bit of fun to terraform things, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's something new for me to learn to do properly. I've obviously given it a try once or twice, but now with the bigger project like this, I think it will be something where we'll learn quite a bit from, and tell me what you think about how it's turning out, because obviously it's going to be a bit rough. I have finished it, you guys just can't see it because it's behind there. I was being sneaky. I've been doing it in between the two episodes now. This will also not work, will it? Give it a try. Maybe it won't look too obvious that they're two different woods connecting to each other. And down here. Yeah, we'll need to do something there. Yeah, I'm going to get going on that, and then we'll go on to show you now the mountain. Right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse. I actually got a bit of feedback on my last one. You guys seem to have enjoyed just like watching stuff happen. I know a lot of people just enjoy seeing the trees kind of decay and stuff like that. Now, if you guys were wondering how I did that, I am using a mod to record myself. I've tried with another account of mine. It doesn't really work too well in a single player world. In a multiplayer, like survival server, it definitely works, but in my single player world, it just doesn't work very well. Having two things running on my computer, recording stuff, I don't think that's too much of a problem, but it has crashed once or twice when I've tried it. So I prefer to just do it this way, and I think it works out quite well, because you can really look back and you can see where the best angles would have been and how you want to do it, and you've got a few other things available to you. So this is the final mountain, and you can see I've been trying over here to just sort of knock out a piece and see how this goes, just to create a little bit of detail in the mountain. Because mountains aren't, of course, all even, and I could have actually built it kind of like this. I'll show you what I'm kind of talking about here, where this is sort of sloping up slowly. And I do like this look, but I feel like having the little bit more rugged look to it gives it a bit more natural feel. Oh, nah, yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I've really gotta watch myself. I've died so many times while using these rockets. Just because you end up clicking them, hitting into a wall, and then hitting the wall 100 times. I want to check in here. I put in 1 dragon egg the other day. Let's see if we've got an extra one. And yeah, we've only got the 1 for now. Fair enough. Alright, so this area here, remember I was talking about the heads that I wanted to build exiting this area here, so we'll go down here. So yeah, I said I wanted to build some heads. I'll probably do another one in over here, and you can see it's all kind of flat, so I might take this up a little bit in a few places, take it up over there. That's still not finished. We'll pull that down there. And what I was really thinking is, well, something I've learned from this one over here when I was trying it last, is that we really don't want these mountains all to be completely connected, which is my mistake with this one, I think. Where, let's go down this way. And maybe this will be a... Oh, man. Where you can see it's all just kind of merged into one big blob. And I'm not a fan of that. So I want to perhaps start making this one. Maybe we'll break this one down and create a few different mountains pulling off each other. Or maybe we can try and make a big one work. But I feel like doing this sort of stuff helps quite a bit. Also, the plan is... Well, now, what is with me and getting the wrong button today? The other plan is we're going to be adding in a bunch of stone. Because this isn't all going to be dirt. I just thought dirt would be a good idea to add in the beginning and then put stone in it versus stone and then adding dirt. I feel like that'll be a good idea. We'll see how that turns out. We might have to play around with that for a little bit. So, I thought they fixed this whole upside down flying thing when you're in your hotbar. Fair enough. Alright, so what I want to do now is I want to go and check something out because I was thinking about this the other day. We had that observer problem in our skeleton farm, and I was thinking the way observers work, and it's kind of weird, I guess, but the way I was thinking of them, in some ways can be used as an upwards, like a horizontal weak repeater. I was thinking of that because with observers, I want to show you what I'm thinking of. They can take a signal from one side and push it onto the other side, despite it not taking the exact signal, if you get what I mean. So sending a signal across. So do we'll have to go in this way. And currently, obviously, I've left this on right now, busy just ticking away. That seems to be working alright. Yeah, going pretty quick. So what I want to show you is my idea, and we can always change it. I don't want to interrupt that right now. I have everything just gather up so we can let it keep going. Is over here, we've got droppers, we've got observers, which is great. Now, in this dropper here, we'll do a little dropper tower, right? So we'll go, let's just do a few up, like that, there. Then, we'll put in our observers, which I think, do they have to go down this way? They do. That's a little bit annoying. So we'll do, actually we can, nah, never mind. I was gonna use my elytra to do it. It will just be easy, nice and easy. There, and we'll go up to the top, which I think I can pull off by doing this. Yep. Good. And we can now go over here. In fact, we don't need the top one, but that's alright. So we'll do that, and this. Now, you guys might see my idea of what I'm thinking. Hopefully. If not, you might find out what I'm thinking right now. So, I've done this, where I've had these... Is this... No, I've done this wrong. I have done this wrong. Haven't I? So that detects that one there, which... No, I've done this backwards. So, yeah, these observers, I haven't quite got my head around them all the time. We'll need to do it this way. So if we do that... So, that's simple. That's a lot easier. And there we go. Perfect. Right, so my idea is that powering one of these really does allow the next one to be powered. Because as I say, it's kind of like a repeater. So let me show you here. We've got this in here, and we can put a dropper with a bit of dirt in there. So every time, if we had a bit of a redstone signal, or a movement, so a block update, like that right there, you can see it updated. But if we did, for instance, there and there, we'll just keep those. And I'm pretty sure it does it. No, it doesn't with, I think it used to. When you used to move redstone, you used to just keep going. But let's just do this, right? So if we did this and we gave it a redstone update, there, that pushes through. And I'm pretty sure it's got a weak signal. It's, I think, 6 or something. But I want to use that idea, which I'm sure is a very well-known idea, because this is powering a full block. And I didn't think this. So if this powers a full block, we put something in here, and we let it update. This block should power this block, which will click that, which will click that, which will click that, click everything. And I think that should work. So we'll put in some droppers there, and we'll just do this. We gotta... Okay, I've worked it out, what I was trying to get in my head. So I was planning on... well, I thought a observer would trigger another observer as a full block, but it didn't seem to work the way that I planned. So I think it needed a little bit of a delay or something like that. And now it seems to be working. The only thing is, the way I've done it, I've put in a bit of redstone there, and we've ended up putting in, you can see, we're getting a few items getting stuck in here. But as long as they don't gather up too much, it shouldn't be a problem. Look at that. So they go at pretty much the same pace. It just takes up a bit less space, and hopefully works just as well. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of improve on that and see how that goes. So nothing's doubling up in here. Yeah, nothing that I can see. It's only on these bottom few that tend to be getting it, it looks like. That's alright. Fair enough. Let's have a look at how this is going over there. 44, and that's because I had some stuck in there already, which is good. So that means it seems to be working quite well, as far as I'm concerned. So that's a little bit of something that I was thinking about. Now we can go back. I've done quite a bit of work on this actually now, and I think that it's looking a lot better than it was before. It's starting to really come out as a bit of a mansion looking thing, I hope. Well, tell me if you think it is. I think it is. Look at that. Actually, this is a bit of a mistake. I put in this plank, this log over here, just to see how it would look. It turned out to look pretty damn good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to get rid of that white sticking out at the top. And the way we can do that is with some of these, I think. We'll give them a go. But overall, as far as the front is concerned, I think we can pretty much leave it now and say that we are close enough to what we want it to be like. And can I jump? Yep. I'll make it. Perfect. Alright, so let's see how this looks. And I think we might have, yeah, the front looking fine. That's actually pretty good. I might change them over to perhaps stone brick at some point. We'll see how that goes. But I think that's looking pretty good. Now, I want to go inside and quickly look at how we are going to plan out the interior, at least. And also have to look at how we're going to do the back windows and just to make the back a little bit more interesting. One thing I forgot to mention is in here, we can change this wall away because on the other side here, you can see that is outside where that wall goes to. We can actually just break one through. You can see that. Goes outside. But after this, it only has one block, which is that block there, I'm pretty sure, that actually sticks out. So we can make this wall a different color, which I thought was a pretty good addition to have over there. Now, up here, I'm planning on doing... Oh, fix that. And over here, yeah, I'm planning on doing maybe something a bit simple, like a lounge-looking thing, or something along those lines. This side here, I'm planning on a dining room, and going up here, well, this will obviously just be an entrance hall. We'll do some decorating on that, and over here, this is where I'm planning on doing bedrooms and stuff along those lines. So obviously, we'll brick up these, make it look a little bit nicer. So I'll probably do a bedroom in here, and on the other side, a bedroom as well. I can't think of anything else that I'd like to add, so if there's anything you would like to see added, let me know before I do it, but if not, I'm probably just going to end up going with a nice simple interior, because obviously interiors are not always our main objective in this world, and I think that's a matter of just playing around and seeing how this comes out. Now, what I'm planning on doing between this episode and the next episode is I'm thinking I'm going to take this up and let me go over here. That took longer than I expected. I'm going to plan on going up here with a little bit more, maybe a little bit of height on that. And then I am probably going to end up doing a bit of the stone and stuff like that. And I want to take this across the other side here. I don't want this to be completely fake, at least. And let me go around here. I want to maybe just make it, even if it doesn't look too good, just make it come down a little bit. I think that might just work just to make things look a little bit nicer. And the future of this, because actually if we go down here, this will be a bit better. The future of this is you can't really see too much here. It works quite well in terms of making it look like this is all inland from the sea. But we want that area there to look like sea, right? So I'm going to eventually at some stage in the distant future, maybe not too distant future, I'm going to be probably taking a bunch of that land out and making it all water, just to see how that goes. At least we don't have any swamp around here. We've got some over there, which might... Does swamp change water? I thought it changed water color. Maybe that's an Optifine setting. Maybe I've got that switched off. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure it's meant to change water color. I'll have to check what's going on there. But yeah, I want to just clear this out and make it all look nice and blue as if this is right next to the ocean. Alright guys, so I think that'll pretty much do it for today's episode. I thought I'd give you also a little bit of a teaser over here for the shaders tour to come. I know I've been getting a lot of comments on that, and I thought I'd show you guys what it's all looking like. Maybe not everything, but this at least, we may as well just finish it off here. Now, let me know if you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was a little bit different to how we normally do our episodes, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, so tell me what you think of that. But for now, guys, that will be it for today. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.